have one of the best jobs in the whole wide world.
You bet. And we also think that as a people, Nigerians are a very resilient set of people. That's why, I mean, we're always like...
I know, right? Now, this resilience is why we never fail to show up at the crack of dawn every weekday.
Yes, indeed. Now, you have to wake up, tune in to TVC. We'll be right here every single hour today, well, at least for the first 3 of them.
Yes.
And by that, we mean that we're bringing you luxury, deluxe, top-range, top-of-the-line entertainment.
Yes, now, nothing but the best. That is what we pledge, and we're committed to do every single day of the week. My name is Tokwe Olonio.
And of course, my name is Mazino Apil. And hey, if you stay around, we'll be giving you a great start to your morning. So you can stream the show on live, by the way, tvcentertainment.tv, and on Facebook at TVC Connect.
Now remember to use the hashtag to send in your comments, Wake Up Nigeria on TVC across all our social media platforms. And we have someone very beautiful in the kitchen.
Hey.
You want to tell us how she looks today? Stockton in red lippy.
Ravishingly beautiful, legs for days. If only you could see them on the other side of the table.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you'll find out.
Now, people, yeah, that's Emma, the beautiful, the delectable, the gorgeous. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, it's like you had it for me today.
Yes, I do. Now, guess what, people? Our app remains available for download. Now, it costs 0 naira. It's at no cost whatsoever on Android and iOS stores. Now, you can watch us on your mobile device from anywhere in the world.
Okay, cool. We also have to remind you once again to subscribe to our YouTube channel, tvcentertainment.tv. We can't say that enough.
Yes, and guess what, people? Tomorrow, Friday, we've got Wake Up Extra. It's extra, 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 extra. Yeah, at 2:30 p.m. on our Instagram page, TVC Connect. Now, you definitely want to come and log in and turn on the Instagram Live because we have an amazing guest. You want to hear what they have to say.
That was my gangster. I can't get any more gangster than that. A gentleman gangster. Anyway, the right words spoken at the right time can make a difference. We are looking to Chude Jinyawo.
Morning.
Hey.
So I guess we started this morning on a very...
Yeah.
Okay.
You look very nice. Let me just say that again. I'm so sorry. I have to continue repeating that, but love it.
All right. Thank you very much, Mazino. I'm actually liking your
Thank you.
combination.
Actually, I was waiting for you to throw that compliment back. I didn't, I'm sorry.
People know that
Mike is trying to figure out what's going on.
Let's remind Mazino that he's married.
I know.
And MM is also married. Y'all are married folks. You're single, bro. You're looking dapper.
What's the 3 of you today?
You're all right. I'm not hailing you. You're not ignoring me.
What's the 3 of you today?
You're not okay.
But I'll tell you something. What you're wearing, I actually invented.
Eh?
I'm sorry, but I have this argument all the time.
Oh, my days.
And I called it the fella. You know, when you wear the trad thing on top of the jean jacket or a t-shirt.
As you know, the inventor.
I started it in Lagos.
Oh, cool.
And then before I knew it, all these people with names, they just took it on.
Based on you didn't have name.
I don't have name. I didn't pretend
it's not
anything,
blood.
but I like it.
So what inspired it?
As you know, the inventor.
I'm sure the day he wanted to wear his native, the shirt tore.
No.
So he wore it denim.
No, I was laundry impaired.
Okay.
That's when all your clothes are dirty. And then you just take mix match.
Wow.
So, that discussion, many people tend to be the one that originates something, maybe a trend or something, and people claim to. You should have filed a patent for it.
Yeah, true. But
You're taking this guy seriously.
no, but it's a fact. The fact is that
you never know. Maybe,
there are lots of things.
You never know.
There are lots of things that people actually just happen across that they don't take seriously, and then eventually somebody does it, and then it becomes big business, and then you're just there sitting down and saying,
Like this.
but the truth is that, yeah, that's one. Okay. The truth is that we were never educated to note that you could actually do that, is the point. I don't know if you get me.
I get you. I get you.
So, I mean, imagine if there was a patent for pure water, like that's the example they always give you in any classroom. If there was a patent for that, that person would be the next big thing.
It would be the biggest thing by now.
Yeah, but those things, there's a way they work here. But normally, when you get an idea, most of the time, it doesn't just come to only. Someone said ideas are like waves.
Spirits?
Yeah, the spirit. They are like in the air. So whenever something comes to you, it's like it just doesn't just come to you alone. It's like it's there, hanging, and then people depends on the reception.
Yeah, true.
Different people they can pick it in bits and pieces. So you find out that maybe something came to you and you've been a long while at not doing it, and then somehow, somewhere, you see somebody else who has done it, and at times maybe exactly the same way you wanted to
Exactly.
do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, who told this guy? Did somebody just... And you didn't say anything. So some people, they say, but you didn't say anything.
Similar experience.
With designers, you know how someone makes a design and then other people pick it up and you say, my tailor, if you do this exact thing for me, at a cheaper price.
I have a book that I haven't finished writing. It's supposed to be called The Presence.
Okay.
I like the very unreal type of thing. I like angels and demons and stuff like that. That's what I like to write about.
Okay. Experience, Tenny.
No, I don't.
Hallelujah.
I don't believe in them like you believe in them. You know, like most people believe in them. So that's the
Maybe that's why it's easier for him to write about it.
Yeah, I
so
think
that
so.
Everything can be creative.
I
It can
think
just
so.
be you.
Boom.
Yeah,
Boom, boom.
and
I
all of
think
that.
so. But however, just before the movie Constantine came out, some of the ideas that I had, I actually, like the first 1 minute of the movie, I discovered that it was the same thing. I didn't watch the movie. I haven't seen Constantine till today because I don't want to believe that, you know, we have the same idea.
Same idea about
I didn't
They
finish it.
ruined it for you.
Yeah.
And put your own version. Just give Nigeria. But no, we've been doing that one since, so don't think you originated that one.
Like, why are you running? Why are you running? That's our horror film.
Yes, no. Now it looks like comedy. Those days they scared the hell out of us.
They scared the hell out of us.
Okay.
It's time to take news now.
Okay.
Alrighty, so let's do the news. While the war on terror continues, communities are still being attacked. A stray bullet from bandits suspected to be Boko Haram members has killed a woman in Magumeri local government area of Borno State. The terrorists invaded the local government area, raising the only functioning telecommunications mast in the country, in the council, and set a general hospital, which was recently equipped by Borno State government ablaze. Despite attempts by the military to dislodge terrorists in the state, they still succeeded in infiltrating the council headquarters. Eyewitnesses say the insurgents stormed the town and destroyed public facilities. The Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, has ordered the rearrest of a suspected serial killer, Sunday Shurikbe, who escaped from the custody of Oyo State Police Command. Condemning the unfortunate escape of the suspect, IGP Adamu asked the Commissioner of Police in Oyo to intensify efforts and ensure his prompt rearrest. The force public relations officer, Frank Kamba, disclosed this in a statement on Wednesday. According to him, the police commissioner has also been directed to speed up investigations into the circumstances that led to the escape of the suspect. DCP Mba explained that the IGP has deployed additional investigative aides to Oyo to complement the effort of the State Police Command in the ongoing manhunt. And back in Nigeria, where the Air Task Force of Operations Lafia Dole has killed 20 leaders of the Islamic State of West Africa province and destroyed some logistics base in Boko Haram, Borno State. According to a statement by the coordinator of Defense Media Operations, Major General John Eneche, the attack on Dole was carried out after intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance missions showed a buildup of activities in the area. Boko Haram is a major ISWAP logistics hub linking other island settlements of the Lake Chad, which also houses several of their fighters and some of their key leaders. No fewer than 20 terrorists were spotted in the area and were killed by the NAF airstrikes. A second school student that just resumed for exit classes in Kwara State has tested positive for COVID-19. The 16-year-old student is now writing her West Africa Senior Secondary School certificate examinations at the Isolation Center in Ilorin, the state capital. She was discovered through contact tracing after one of her family members tested positive for the virus. The WAEC official is supervising her at the isolation center. According to the team lead of the state response team, Kudirat Lambe Oladeji, the student is asymptomatic, and we'll get more information on that.
With a close relative of ours that tested positive, so it was during contact tracing that she happened to be tested and she came out to be positive. She's asymptomatic, she doesn't have any symptoms, she's stable. She's just here to observe her in 2 weeks isolation process.
Now to our coverage of the novel coronavirus. The Nigeria High Commission in Ottawa, Canada, has shut down its activities indefinitely. This was contained in a statement posted on the High Commission's website. It said the development followed the abuse of a system it put in place to attend to a limited number of persons due to COVID-19 protocols. The Commission frowned at activities of some citizens who, for some reason, chose to abuse the system by showing up at the Chancery without an appointment and insisted on being attended to, even on days when the Commission was not open to the public. The High Commission says it would be considering ways to make the premises more secure and less susceptible to unruly behavior and violent mob actions. We're staying with a political uprising in Mali, where military leaders have ordered the closure of all air and land borders and imposed a nighttime curfew. The military is also extending an invitation to civil society and political social movements to join them to create the best conditions for a civil political transition leading to credible general elections. Meanwhile, Economic Community of West Africa States, ECOWAS, has suspended Mali from the organization over the ousting of President Ibrahim Boubacar Keïta. The military takeover has been roundly condemned by the international community, from the UN to the AU, EU, ECOWAS, and Mali's colonial power, France. It also announced sanctions against the culprits and the shutting of neighboring member states' borders against Mali. Mali has been in the grip of a deep political impasse since June, with President Keïta facing increasingly stringent demands for his resignation. And that's it on the news update for this hour. Let's take a break now. We'll return to sports. Oh, and welcome. So I got carried away in one of the stories there. But let's do the papers, shall we? Let's do the headlines. Do you want to begin or should I?
Let me begin.
Ladies first.
Today's Thursday, the 20th day of August, and we're starting with the Punch. Ethiopian Airlines defies federal government, resumes flights to London Friday. First flight departs Lagos 11:40 a.m. on Friday. Second flight departs 4:30 p.m. No commercial flight has been declared to lift passengers from Nigeria, federal government declares. Photo stories here showing Soyombo. Different photo stories here. I'm not sure what they're showing, but you might want to pick a copy of the Punch to see more on that. Soyombo begs UNILAG unions for support in maiden meeting. At the bottom, we have serial killer protesters storm command headquarters. IG deploys detectives. Ogun prophet arraigned for defiling 15-year-old girl during spiritual cleansing. Fayemi disowns viral presidential campaign poster by local government boss. At the top of the paper, we have Sokapu lampoons ACF as chair says North faces hardest times. ECOWAS suspends Mali, blocks borders, soldier declares self-president. MTEF, Senate threatens to sanction CBN, NPA, FIRS, and others. And finally, we have NPDC planning 500,000 barrels per day production, says Kyari. You can read this and more on the Punch newspaper for today.
All right, now, so the nation, let's do this. First big headline here. UN, AU, US, ECOWAS, others reject Mali coup. President detained after resignation. Soldiers must restore order. West African leaders meet today. This was a story I got carried away with on page 8. You might want to pick that one up. It's very intriguing, especially after the resignation of the President Keïta. There's a picture of him right there during that resignation as he announced it yesterday. And the Nigerian government unequivocally condemns the coup d'etat that took place in Mali. We welcome the urgent activation of the ECOWAS standby force. On to COVID-19 now. COVID-19 spike. Varsity shut 1 week after reopening. Students protest continuous school closure. And killings persist in southern Kaduna. That's at the bottom of the page. At the top, EFCC gets petition on Akpabio and Pandey. Protests over escape of oil killer suspects. IG deploys detectives. It's Bayern versus PSG in UCL final. Epic clash on Sunday. I'm sure Mike is going to have plenty to talk about that one come Monday. And that's it on the front page for the nation.
Okay, moving on to the front page of Nigerian Tribune. This morning we have foreign reserves reps to quiz SGF CBN government finance minister to probe 2.736 trillion naira FAAC allocation in 2014. A photo story showing National Association of University Students during a protest demanding the reopening of universities in Abuja on Wednesday. At the bottom of the paper, we have federal government must prevent violence, uphold human rights in Edo, Amnesty International. All political parties must be involved in talks on security, says PDP. At the side of the paper, we have, if we do not save the North, we will lose the region, says ACF. ASUU Adamant as acting UNILAG VC assumes duty. Ondo local government election, police to deploy 5,000 personnel. FEC okays 5.485 billion naira for 5 secretariat buildings. And to the top of the paper, we have IGP deploys detectives in Oyo, orders rearrest of suspected Ibadan serial killer. Youth attack police headquarters in Ibadan. And finally, ECOWAS suspends Mali, directs members to close borders. You can get more information on this in the Nigerian Tribune.
Okay. I'm going to move on to The Guardian now. I'm going to ask your opinion on something real short and quick. But let's start this. National security threatened as 8.4 billion naira scanner project stalls. Customs resort to 100% physical examination. Ease of doing business suffers total collapse. Stakeholders lament influx of illicit arms and drugs. And to this one again, to the side of The Guardian, students march for reopening of tertiary institutions, vow to ground economy. That was what I wanted to ask you about.
Yeah.
I mean, poor guys, they got into school and then 1 week after they closed again. I don't know. I feel bad for them.
Yeah, but I mean, it's for their own safety. The closing is for their own safety.
Well, they're going to close your economy very soon. So they say.
So they say.
My appointment as UNILAG Acting Vice-Chancellor in order, says Soyombo, and confusion over Mamandora's health trip. Village head, nonagenarian, that word always confuses me. 9 others killed in fresh Kaduna attacks. There's some stats on the COVID-19 cases in Nigeria to the side there of the paper at the bottom. And final headline here, ECOWAS imposes economic diplomatic sanctions on Mali, that you can find continued on page 6. And that's it for The Guardian.
Okay, moving on to Vanguard this morning, we have insecurity. Federal government failed, says Papal Nuncio. ACF laments. Life in Nigeria is tough as in civil war. ACF warns northern leaders against inflammatory statement. Government not securing Nigerians. Papal Nuncio says there's too much violence in Nigeria. Scores of civilians, insurgents, security men feared dead in Boko Haram attack in Kukawa, Borno State. Reps formally write Malami Ahmed on Chinese loans. 7 students writing WASC in Gombe State test positive for COVID-19. ECOWAS suspends Mali over coup, slams sanctions. Wada Maida, NPAN lost an intelligent, gentle giant. Businesses hail Kama 2020 as pastors howl in protest. A photo story here showing the acting Vice-Chancellor of University of Lagos, Professor Omololu Soyombo, addressing workers at the institution's Senate building as he resumed work yesterday. MDA is refusing to submit audit reports. AGF, Naira down to 386 to $1 in I&E window. At the top of the paper. And finally, we have NDDC Akpabio Ponde under investigation, says EFCC. Now, there's a lot to catch up on in the paper, so you definitely want to grab one of your favorite copies of the papers this morning to stay informed. However, that's what we can take on news on the front page.
Welcome back. You're still on to Wake Up Nigeria. As you all know, information is always power, and as usual, we are here to give you what we know on movement and traffic in Lagos this morning. And of course, if you have any information, please share with us on all our social media platforms. We'd like to hear from you using the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC. And of course, I've got the gang in the kitchen, and they'll be updating us as well on Twitter. Hey guys. All right, let's get this crack-a-lacking. I'm going to be taking different areas in Lagos, and I'm going to start with Agege. If you're in the Agege area of Lagos State this morning, you're making your way out and about. From what I see here, the traffic situation around the Agege area isn't really bad. Just pockets of traffic in certain areas, but relatively is quite free. And I think maybe that's because today's a Thursday and market doesn't start till after 10 a.m. But relatively, the area is free at this time. And let's see what Iju Road is like. Okay, so relatively no traffic at all. It's quite free. Pockets of live traffic at different bus stops, but relatively free. College Road at this time is quite free if you're making your way out of maybe on your way approaching Ogba. The traffic situation there isn't bad at all. I mean, like, it's free flowing all the way. I mean, wow. I'm quite surprised. All right. Okay, so still checking around. Okay, so right now the Ikeja area is quite free. There's no traffic, no red spots. Guys, you're in luck. So if you're living in the Ikeja area and you if you're making your way out of the office, you better head out now. That the place is quite light before it gets really, really, really heavy. I don't know if you guys have any updates for me so far.
Yeah, I've got a couple. If you're getting out of the Amu-Odofin area, it's going to be quite the payment you'll have to make as the Mile 2 bridge. It's got plenty of traffic on it once you're free from that one, which might take you about 30 or 35 minutes onto a relay if you're heading to the island. It's going to be a blockade just at the Jara Bridge, but you'll make that one out easier than you did Mile 2. Eco Bridge has got a bit of a stoppage on it as well. But if you're heading from that area going to the Third Mainland Bridge, do note that at Charlie Boy's bus stop, there's a broken down truck there, which seems like it's not going anywhere fast, and it's got oil all over the ground. So you want to be careful there, especially if you're using a motorcycle. But just be prepared for some stoppage as you're heading out using that route.
Yeah, I also have an update for those going around Ojota inward 7-up. It's traffic. Lagos traffic report says Ojota inward 7-up is blocked. Investigate. Oh yeah, before you travel that route.
Okay, thank you guys very much. So far, so good. Traffic situation around Lagos this morning is pretty light, apart from the Amu-Odofin area. So if you're in that area this morning, please be careful and drive safely. And please avoid road rage, for heaven's sake, guys. We're all going to get to our destinations in good time. Take it easy. Calm down, all right? It's not that deep, even though I know that we all have to get to work on time. And so relatively, I'm checking out the Lagos Ikorodu Expressway at this time, and it's pretty free as well. So like I said earlier on, if you have to head out now. And that's it on traffic updates for now. Guys, yes, we are talking about something very, very interesting this morning. Are you keeping a joint account?
No.
Which of you on that?
This video is direct only one person.
What do you mean?
Can keep a joint account
with who? With my brother and my sister.
Possible, yeah. People
Please,
do it.
the gist for today is
What's
quite long.
Or business partner.
It's quite long. Let me read this. So what we're talking about today is this man shared his experience on social media. He said, I found out that my wife of 4 years has been having a secret savings account. I just went through financial documents in our house because something was wrong, and I figured out. It opened up 4 years ago, and she's been auto-depositing 10% of her income every year. She's saying it's a completely healthy thing to do, especially for women. She says that she wants to be secured if something happened to me or if I started abusing her. I find that extremely illogical, and it's pretty bad that she's been lying this whole time. She's been hiding $25,000 from me. I put my own money in our joint account since we both agreed to merge our finances. She's now saying that I can also put 10% of my income every year into my account. I find that extremely, scroll down. I then threatened to take 40% of my income, that's 4 years times 10%, and put it into a separate account just for me. She's now saying that is financial abuse, and called me if I did that. I honestly don't see what she's thinking. She put 40% of her income and it's been accruing interest. She's now staying at a friend's house. Most of my friends think I'm in the right, but I don't know at this point. They're my friends, you know. They're more likely to agree with me regardless. I think I need to see another point of view. Edit, yeah, we're probably getting a divorce.
So, who wants to go first?
Well, I know, man. Can we hear? If I wish we had heard her own side of the story.
We don't have her side of the story.
I'll tell you what.
I think that very soon, maybe she, because it's now an open space. Probably we might hear her side if it's not yet been out there. But you see, financial decisions when it has to do with a couple, what did they sign any legal document?
People to sign document again in marriage.
You have prenups and all of that, so it's not a bad idea. Did they sign legal documents? And somebody she said something, she said, look, what if anything happens to you, which is wise for a lady, you understand.
And she's coming from a place of past experience. She's experienced something of this.
You don't know.
She has.
She said so?
He said it there, that she said that he was being illogical. That she was being illogical. That he was being illogical for thinking that she didn't have any rights to knowing fully well where she is coming from.
Did you read the same?
You should
Well,
have.
this is what I think, guys. First off,
she's coming from a place of
4 years. She's been doing this since they got married. I mean, I think she's a wise woman. I do not see anything wrong with being financially secure, especially as an individual, even if you're in a union. I think the gentleman is rather unwise. If I had a wife who was stacking up amounts somewhere, I would be happy because I know...
Without informing you?
Without don't inform me. If I build a house, I know that you and my children are secure because I have a wise woman. Some people might differ on this, who's also concerned about her future and the future of my kids.
Exactly.
That would actually give me some confidence to know that, you know, if I'm no longer here, they're well taken care of. She's been thinking about this. He is doing absolutely nothing, but I don't think either of them are wrong. He's not wrong. He's not doing anything wrong because he's actually invested into saving up and also the relationship as well. Yeah. I just think their level of investment is different. One person is thinking about a what-if situation. The other person is all in.
Yes.
But it's not like as if it's to the detriment of the other partner. It's just, you know,
so let me chip in here, yeah? I get the 2 points, but I feel like where she would have made this thing easier is if she just told him from the beginning, full disclosure. I mean, I don't know, you're all married folks, but I feel like in marriage, you should be 100%, my personal opinion. You should be 100%.
I agree with you.
Let me just land. Yeah. You should be 100%, and if you're saving, you shouldn't hide it from your spouse. I mean, we're saving together, and I'm saving as a person. So I'm like, oh, babe, so I'm actually saving apart from our savings. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Maybe the fear is that
he'll come ask you for your money.
No, like, babes, there's this thing, let's use that your money type of, you know, situation.
Yeah, I'll tell you no if I don't want to.
Even if there's
compromise.
Is the man trying to say that he doesn't have anything outside what both of them have?
The man is dumb.
That's very unwise of him.
Yeah.
That's very wise of him. So he didn't say, but he should. He should. If you're going to save into a joint account, there has to be a procedure for you to withdraw that money. You should also have access to some kind of money that doesn't have to take that sort of procedure, because you probably need both signatories, and then probably maybe in case one person passes on, and then the rights should be transferred to the other person. I think that is part of.
Do you have a joint account with your husband?
Okay. Funny enough, we have talked about this several times, but we haven't come to that. So we have a joint account for the kids. For the kids. We have our individual savings. He's got his savings, I've got my savings. And we all know that, well, talking about, he takes on full responsibilities when it comes to domestic affairs. So,
and you just take care of you?
Yes.
Woo! Wow!
She didn't even wait for me to finish the question. Wow.
Have you met me?
I've met you.
I'm sure I'm girls out there will be like, their future husband.
So, but the place that worries me.
But, Mike, sorry, before you continue. Where it comes to, when it gets to that, where it gets to the point where I have to support him, I support him.
100, eh?
100. Like, he knows that unperturbed. I support him.
You got my back, I got your back.
He knows that,
this is you.
This one, she
I'm
is
thinking of
an
me for you.
investment. So, yeah.
You know how investors.
Okay, go ahead,
What,
Mike,
go-
sorry.
what the whole at the end, it's going to be very sad if this is the reason they get
They get a divorce.
divorce.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
not
this is-
worth it at
If this
all.
is the
And I
reason,
think
please.
it's just ego.
if this is the reason.
It's ego. If you, I mean,
Ego
this is
on
all.
both their sides.
He's such. He is being egocentric.
I think it's
because
the guy.
it's the man that is being egocentric.
It's
he's
his
allowing
pride.
his ego. Yeah,
His
you know,
pride is
take control.
It's
He's
like I
not
said,
thinking. He
if-
should
If
think
we hear
about
her
that. And he
side.
think he should be
Yeah.
happy.
I feel like no matter what, I mean, I like saying I feel. I don't say it's what you should go and do. I feel like no matter what, divorce should be like the
There
last.
has to be a resource.
Yeah, like
yeah.
like for saving my own money. Come on.
Gosh, you know that.
Three-quarters of all divorces are actually because
Financial
of
based.
financial
Yes.
reasons.
Financial
Yes,
based.
actually.
Yes,
Even
Yes.
in Nigeria here,
Just
most
sound so
hope,
single.
Yeah,
most
because
of the troubles that go on inside of a family are financial. They have financial
and
roots.
that's why I always advocate for couples before you get married, have that discussion. You need to know each other's, financial earnings, know what's your role financially, what's my
Exactly.
role.
Exactly.
You discuss it and make it clear cut.
Yeah.
So that when the union happens, you not start doing
I thought
and then
we're supposed to.
People, they'll see here this year and it will still won't be clear cut.
Yo, if you're in such situations, I wish you all the best. Kind of like so single to advise you, right? But please, before you resort to divorce, try talking and try therapy,
Communication.
try counseling. And I'm sure you get whatever help you need. But use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Tell us what you think. Share your thoughts. Do you think they should get divorced, or do you think they should talk about it?
And are you in a joint account with your partner? Let us know.
Are
We'd
you?
like to know.
Are you
Start
hiding one
working
money?
out.
Are you hiding one money?
It's so exciting to think that we still have at least 1 hour, 45 minutes to go here on the show after such a very explosive first 1
I
hour.
know, yes, but we know how time flies when the going is good. And the going has been really good so far this morning.
Yeah. So welcome to
Really good so far this morning.
welcome to the show once again. It's still Wake Up Nigeria, and let me just say that exciting times are still ahead here on the show.
Yeah, so begin to adjust your morning to accommodate the rest of the show. Now, there is absolutely nothing you want to miss out on.
So we give it to you fresh out of the box, just like you like it from the oven. My name, as you know, is Mazino Appeal.
I am Tokwa Olonyo. As always, you can stream the show live at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect.
Yes, the TVC app remains available for download for free, on no charge at all. It's on both Apple and iOS store. It allows you to watch us from anywhere you might be in the world.
Italy, Greece, South Africa, America.
All of
and
them.
for more exciting videos, guess what? You can catch up on your favorite episodes on your Wake Up Nigeria. All you have to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel, TVC Entertainment.
Also, please endeavor to join us on IG Live every Friday. That's tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. for that something extra. We call it Wake Up Extra, okay?
Yeah.
By the way, last week's one, quite interesting. And I think to the fans, you guys that wait up until 2:30, thank you.
Yes, now we have an amazing chef who is definitely going to be coming on the show, but we do have MM in the kitchen. Hey, beautiful.
Hey, hey.
Beautiful is the word.
You glowing orange, baby girl.
Thank
Give
you
it
very
them.
much. Thank you. Hopefully our chef will be joining us in a bit.
All right.
Hopefully they're not stuck in traffic. But, well, if they don't get here, you have me.
Oh, we're going to take that. We're going to
What a
take all
feast.
that.
In any case.
Yeah, Mazino, how about you tell them what we're starting with in this hour?
Interesting fact, Mike can't ride a bike, but a bicycle, by the way, but that's not the main thing.
Oh, I can ride a bike. You can't ride a bicycle.
He can't ride a
You
bicycle.
didn't have a bicycle when you were
No.
young.
He didn't.
Which mic?
You know, there's a way with the way he gets out of stuff, out
Yes,
of
like,
tricky situations.
You think he's with you? Or,
Yeah.
Or something there. So, okay, this actually happened when I was trying to ride a motorbike, aka Okada, So, but I tried to get on a bike before.
Nah, you did it the other way around.
I did the other way around. So
Yeah,
you see,
you
what
did
he
that.
mentioned that to get to ride a bike,
You have to
need to
learn
I
balancing.
don't get
balancing
there's
with a
no
bicycle.
pedal.
Yeah. No, but you just need to
balancing,
learn
I think
how
the
to
issue is balancing. Yes.
balance.
Because when I was
That's-
trying, when I was trying to bike, although I had someone behind me who was, you know, and then I did to an extent, but I guess it was because I had not yet learned how to ride a bike very well. Because I was trying to think about why the thing was very, very somehow.
We knew about this before your birthday. We could have bought your bicycle.
Why do you I don't know now? I was talking about past.
You sound like you don't still know how to now.
It's not a bicycle.
That's
not
what see you
bicycle.
on the floor.
It's bicycle, don't worry. It's not a problem.
I saw a very interesting video. How would you like to be proposed to, both of you who are not married?
How do I like to be proposed to?
Single
I
folks.
don't get.
And you ladies
Did you
propose
propose?
these days now. It's okay.
Which lady propose?
Would you like it if a lady
What if a
proposed
lady
to you?
proposed to you, Mike?
Okay, so the same way we, you know, when somebody, normally a lady should not be too surprised when she's proposed to.
Why should she not be?
No, she can act surprised, but she shouldn't be too surprised. But you should have spoken about it. You can't just come
should
out
know
of,
where it's going.
You shouldn't
I
come
get
out
what
of the
you-
blues.
See,
I
I'm
want to
like, change
propose.
the topic.
So it's the same way.
Okay.
So for if a lady is going to propose, then the guy should have
Mike,
been in
this
the loop
vexation is suspect. It's
or
okay, it's
something.
okay,
You
it's okay,
understand?
it's okay.
Don't sound like a blues. But hey, Ibrahim, what are your thoughts on that one? You look like somebody that.
That
can
should be
propose
proposed.
to.
Why people take? That's not what I wanted to say. Ibrahim, go ahead with the news. Don't mind them.
I think it's better for the lady to talk to someone to talk to the guy, not directly to the guy. I think that's better.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. And while the war on terror continues, communities are still being attacked. A stray bullet from bandits suspected to be Boko Haram members has killed a woman in Megumeri local government area of Borno State. Government area, raising the only functioning telecommunication mast in the council, and set a general hospital which was recently equipped by Borno State government ablaze. Despite attempts by the military to dislodge terrorists in the state, they still succeeded in infiltrating the council headquarters. Eyewitnesses say the insurgents stormed the town and destroyed public facilities. The Inspector General of Police, Adamant, has ordered the rearrest of a suspected serial killer, Sunday Shodipe, who escaped from the custody of the Oyo State Police Command. Condemning the unfortunate escape of the suspect, IGP Adamant asked the Commissioner of Police in Oyo to intensify efforts and ensure his prompt rearrest. The Force Public Relations Officer, Frank, this in a statement on one. Explained that the IGP has deployed additional investigative aids to Oyo to complement the efforts of the State Police Command in the ongoing Now moving on, secondary school students that just resumed for exit classes in Kwara State has tested positive for COVID-19. In Ilorin, the state's capital. She was discovered through contact tracing after one of her family members tested positive for the virus. A WAEC official is supervising her at the isolation center. According to the team led by the state response team, Kudirat Lambe Oladiji, the student is asymptomatic. And our coverage on the coronavirus also reveals that the Nigeria High Commission in Ottawa, Canada, has shut down its activities indefinitely. This was contained in a statement posted on the High Commission's website. It said the development followed the abuse of a system it put in place to to a limited number of persons due to COVID-19 protocol. The Commission frowned at activities of some citizens who, for some reason, chose to abuse the system by showing up at the Chancery without an appointment and insisted on being attended to, even on days when the Commission was not open to the public. The High Commission says it would be considering ways to make the premises more secure and less susceptible to unruly behavior and violent mob actions. And that's the news update for this hour. Mike has sports.
To 50,488. More information on that from page 27. You might want to take a look. Reps formally write Malami Ahmed on Chinese loans, and 7 students writing the WASSCE exams in Gombe test positive for COVID-19. ECOWAS suspends Mali over coup slams sanctions that we see again making a reappearance on the vanguard. And Wadameda NPAN lost an intelligent, gentle giant. Businesses hail Kama 2020 as pastors howl in protest, and MDAs refusing to submit audit reports. A very interesting reason to why exactly they're refusing to do that. You can find that in page 7 of the paper, this by the AGF. We're done with the Vanguard now, and let's move on to today's Tribune. Real quick from the Tribune, foreign reserves reps to quiz SGF CBN Governor Finance Minister to probe 2.736 trillion naira FAC allocation in 2014 from page 5. And finally, ECOWAS suspends Mali, directs members to close borders. Find all these very interesting stories in today's dailies. Pick up your best one. And if you've got any comments, remember, hey, you can always send them to us. That will be it for the front page this morning. Do stay tuned. It's
Friday. I hope you have been working out. And thankfully, you have Wake Up Nigeria to always give you ideas on exercises that you could do to turn those abs, lose that weight, or whatever it is that you're working on. All right. Back to the kitchen, guys, and with me is Niniola Chef Nix. Hello.
Thank you. Good morning.
He's making his debut on the show, so we're going to do this together, don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are we making?
We're making a pasta in milk, and it got into my head late last year, December.
Okay.
I cook after making my spaghetti and boiling, then you sieve, let it drain till it's al dente, like almost done. Then you fry some of your spices, your herbs and spices, and as soon as you're almost getting close to done, you open your milk and pour it in.
Okay.
Let it fry as well. Then you put your spaghetti back in and keep stirring till it gets dry.
Wrap it up.
Yes. With the help of garlic and some thyme, dried thyme, it boosts its flavor in your mouth, and you'll be like, this is not my regular spaghetti.
Yeah, you're using a lot of garlic. Anyway,
Yes.
talking about ingredients, let's run through the ingredients quickly.
Okay, we have some stock cubes here. You mix chicken and beef.
Okay.
It gives you this mix of flavors. You have salt to taste. You have oil for the frying and mixing everything. You have thyme as well. You have garlic. You have onions. We have Scotch bonnet, known as atarodo. Then we have spring onions for color and also taste. A lot of things we put in together as food do more than harm, because with the presence of garlic, we have the strongest antibiotic.
Yes,
here.
it is an antioxidant.
Yes, and it boosts flavor and taste of your food as well. But if you take it raw, it's going to be a little offensive.
Yeah.
But once you crush,
Cook it.
you fry, you cook, the flavor just becomes heavenly.
I mean,
Yes.
trust me, garlic, ginger, and cinnamon are my must-haves.
Oh, cinnamon is one of the loudest spice you can ever lay your hands on.
Yes, with cinnamon, you don't even need seasonings.
Yes.
With cinnamon, you are good to go.
Yes, cinnamon,
guys.
you can, cinnamon, cinnamon, you can use cinnamon in like savory foods, in pastries, in drinks.
Okay. At this point, we just need to like take a breather and, you know, catch our breath, because it's about to go down in this kitchen, guys. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back, people. You're still on to Wake Up Nigeria. And yes, we are back in the kitchen. And Chef Nix, a.k.a. Niniola, or should I say Niniola, a.k.a. Chef Nix, is with us this morning. And he's making something very interesting. This is one of my favorite recipes in this world. I love pasta. Like, you have no idea.
Wow.
Pastas are my favorite. But before we go into today's recipe, let's talk about you as a chef. I mean, you've been doing this for over a year, right?
Yes.
How's it been?
It was challenging earlier in April last year. I thought I won't be able to get any limelight for myself in Nigeria, because trained from abroad, Dublin.
Dublin, Ireland.
Yes, Dublin Cookery School.
Okay.
So I came here, I was like, would I be able to contend with Nigerians that know how to cook Nigerian or African food? But I kept it at the back of my mind that, boy, you have been cooking, your mama's boy. You know how to do a lot of things before getting there. So I got the idea and I brought everything back. Like, I can do it. I can pull all around the world. I can cook any food. All I need to do is create the recipe or get the recipe.
Oh, nice. Create the recipe or get the recipe. That's what we do here on Wake Up Nigeria, guys. We bring you the very best of the very, 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 very best.
Yes.
Yes, we ain't playing, we ain't joking. So if you're watching, I hope you're paying attention to today's recipe.
Yeah.
Luckily, we are counting down to the weekend, so you can try this out however way you want. You can try with chicken, you can try with beef, you can try with fish. Depends on your choice. All right, so back to today's recipe. We are making pasta in milk. Nice stuffs. You could also try coconut milk, yes?
Yes, you can.
That would be
see,
so tasty.
One of the beauty of having foods like this is you can switch something into each other. I couldn't display my beef, the protein for this because I just have to get organized as well. And you see, making this pasta or rice or name it, you can use anything you know that has your flavor, the flavor you think is the best for you. You can bring it up, use it in your food.
Watching, you can tell milk. That he knows his onions, and I don't mean like the actual onions. Like he knows what he's doing, guys.
Oh, yes.
Is he joking? So let's remind our viewers on the ingredients we're using.
Okay, we have atarodo. We all know that in Nigeria. We have salt, the stock cubes, vegetable oil, thyme. We have milk. I'll be bringing up my chicken or beef anytime soon. Then this garlic is going to be minced. And we have our ingredients there on the screen. I hope you are watching and you're paying attention. And so go ahead, please. Okay. Now, while chopping this, I'll be having difficulty because the board is sleeping. Yeah. So interestingly, guys, Chef Nix actually brought his own life hacks to the kitchen this morning, and I'm super excited. And I just had to tell him, you know what? Pause. We got to show them what this life hack is about. So please go ahead. Okay, you have a towel and you have your board sleeping when chopping. All you need to do is get your towel and make it damp. Or have a towel and you have your board sleeping when chopping. All you need to do is get your towel and make it damp or wet. Then place it just right under your board. Yes. And look, it stops moving. I'm moving the table literally now. So it gives you friction and you can go on. You can fire on. Fire on, like we're about to fire on this morning. Thank you so much, Chef Nix, for that enlightening hack. Yeah. I'm definitely going to try that. I didn't know that. So see, guys, there's some things I don't know. You see? All right. So our pasta is cooking, and we're going to leave it till, there's a particular word to use, al dente. Al dente. Al dente. Yes. Dude. We're learning things on this show. If you're not watching, you're joking, you're playing. Come, let's teach you. If I tell people some of my background and let's explain to them what al dente means. Like, it's almost done, but not done. It's not going to be too soft. That you should be able to chew at least. That's al dente. You should be able to chew at least. But you have to now move it into your next sauce. Like in making bolognese, there are a variety of recipes of bolognese. You can cook your spaghetti in the bolognese sauce, or you cook your bolognese separately. Okay, and then you fold your spaghetti in it afterwards. Exactly, yes. Okay. Unlike this one, I've not tried it in the bolognese style. Okay. Like separate sauce, but because I think this combination comes together with the spaghetti, it tastes better than separating it. Oh, nice. Yes. Okay. And pepper, are we crushing it? Are we blending it? It can go in any way. I can chop, I can blend, I can grate, just do everything, just to get it rough. Yes, because going into the oil, it's going to bring up its flavors. Exactly. Like there's a hack I'm also going to add. Whenever you are going to cook anything, make sure you fry some onions and garlic in it. It doesn't matter, just fry it. Your oil is going to get flavored. Yes, and it's going to boost the taste of your food. As much onions as you can fry in your oil, you get it out.
Right, right.
So onions and garlic will do fine for you. And if you're afraid of garlic because of the smell, please, frying it takes the smell off.
Yes,
it gives you a
does.
sweeter smell.
It does.
You even tend to ask,
that's a past
you tend to ask
cooking.
yourself, is this garlic or it's not garlic? All you just need to do is
All
fry
right.
and get your
If
food
you're
ready.
just joining us, guys, we have Chef Nix, and we are making pasta in milk. Pasta in milk. And Chef Nix, of course, is making his debut on the show this morning. We are super, super, super excited. And I particularly am most excited. And we're about to have some interesting conversation next. I don't know if our guest has joined us. I don't know, is Tech around yet? Is Tech around? I need to know, guys. Do we need to continue or do we need to move on? Mike, are you ready for me?
Yep, I am.
Oh, we're good to go.
I am.
All right.
I hope you are also ready for me later, because you guys are cooking up a storm there. Now we have Tech this morning. Bella Rose Okoje is in the house. And today we're talking about non-tech jobs in the tech industry. Hello, Bella.
Hi, Mike. Good morning.
She's there. How are you doing, Bella?
I'm fantastic, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Awesome.
You're looking like you were set for TV today.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm on TV, right?
Okay, so a number of people were waiting for this topic. Now, we've spoken about tech jobs, but not everybody feels like they can do it. Now, they waited for this one. Non-tech jobs in the tech industry. You ready for us, right? Let's go.
Yes. So, I mean, first off, thanks, Mike, for the opportunity, as always. I got a DM on Twitter, in fact, from The Music Official. He says, "Morning, Ma, I watched you live on Wake Up Nigeria, and I have various skills. I'm a dancer, I play the piano, the guitar, I do graphics on my phone, and I edit videos as well. So is there any job vacancy for me with these skills?" So thank you for watching me on Wake Up Nigeria, The Music. And I think that people sometimes have a misconception about you have to know how to code to be in the tech ecosystem, but that's not true. Tech companies are also looking for people who do stuff like graphics, right? So when you see a social media handle, for instance, an Instagram page or a Twitter handle of a tech company, someone who does not know how to code is the one handling some of those things. So that's, I think, the number one job opportunity for anyone who is just great at writing. If you're good with like captions or graphics, and be a social media handler for a tech company without knowing how to code at all. The only thing you need is just get the information from them and then post, right? So you could do stuff like, arrange their grid on Instagram. You could do stuff like maybe even take pictures, right? For people who are photographers. It was World Photography Day about 2 days ago. And a friend of mine who is a photographer is a photographer for a tech company in Lagos, one of the best performing fintech companies in Lagos. And that's really basically what he does. He documents their journey as a tech company. He takes pictures of their events and whatnot by just being a photographer. So maybe it's a good smartphone that you use, or you have a camera as well. You can actually avail your services for a tech company by taking pictures of their office, documenting their journey, because some of them need these things when they want to go and make a pitch, or if they want to seek funding from investors anywhere. They want to know, where are you coming from? Who are your people? So like Humans of Wake Up Nigeria, for instance, could have an Instagram page where someone is taking their pictures and just documenting what they are doing on a daily basis. So it could be you with a camera taking pictures of that company, that tech company, and then just telling their story on social media, on Instagram, saying, okay, so today, Michael from, Michael Tech Company came in wearing XYZ kind of cloth, and these colors are our brand colors at the office, and they just create a story around it, weave a story around it. These are actual job opportunities. Also copywriting. Tech companies, some of them have newsletters, some of them also have articles that they want to send out, press releases and whatnot, to either publications or just about anyone who cares to know what they are doing. And there are people who are fantastic at writing, who can sit down and write something really nice that people will enjoy reading. That's another opportunity where you can just write stuff for that company. Maybe it's a new product they are putting out and they want to make sure that their target audience understand exactly what this product is about. This person who is great at writing can also help in that regard by weaving a story around it and sending for publication to just about any publication or any company for that matter. There's also marketing, right? People sometimes feel like, oh, there's zero need for marketing in tech. That's not true. Some of the things that we use today were actually introduced to us by family members, or maybe we don't even know. Some of these guys are working as marketers for some of these tech companies, introducing us to their new products and their new services, and they need people like that. So maybe you are you're an orator, you are great at just selling. You know how some of us have talent in selling things to our family members or friends or whatever. So yes, they need marketing managers, people who can maybe also help them out with presentations when they go out. The CEO of the tech company may not be great at speaking.
Wonderful, Bella.
But there is somebody who can be the marketing manager or a BDM person, business development manager, who will go there and make a fantastic presentation, and they get that money for
wonderful, Bella. Bella, it's always a pleasure talking to you. If you have more, we will continue this. My mind has been open. You've given us 4 opportunities. We'll get this video out for people, and thank you for that feedback for those who watch the show. It's been a great time. Have a wonderful day, Bella.
Bye. You too, bye.
All right. Okay, that's it. I hope you've been able to pick 1 or 2 things. We might continue if we have more for tech, non-tech jobs in tech industry. We'll take this break now. There's still more to come. Don't go nowhere.
Welcome back, people.
Yep.
Yeah, I have to give a disclaimer. Whatever people are going to see is from my former life. This is a new life. All things have been made new. Mazino, we need to start putting censoring.
You know, I actually have a twin brother.
Okay. All these disclaimers, you guys. Let's let them understand. So what's about to happen is on Monday we had a very interesting conversation. I can't remember what it was, but it fell into us talking about throwbacks and throwback pictures. And so we decided that we were going to do this on Thursday for a Throwback Thursday. Yeah. So each of us and every presenter here has a couple of pictures that we're going to show. Yeah. And now these are from like over 10 years ago. And so you're going to be noticing very, very different personalities or dress styles or senses. Oh my days. Oh, Jesus Christ, why did they have to start with that one?
Who is this?
Yeah, the guy at the bottom. Oh my lordy dowdy shawty. Why did you pick these ones? Abdul. But I'm a fine boy. I was a fine boy.
Wow.
I was a fine boy growing up.
Abdul.
This was about 10 years exactly.
Wow.
There's not any real difference from what I look like then. I've remained ever young.
Encourage yourself.
And yeah, this was me before the pot started growing out. I have this funny way I stand.
Is that in belly?
It was the beginning of it. But I'm still a fine boy anyway.
Oh, wow.
This trouser is called Sopinono.
There's enough there for an agbada.
Sopinono.
And
where are you?
Fine boy all the way to the right there.
Right.
This picture was a campus style picture.
Yes.
You always had to have that.
Everybody has a picture like this. This was in Ekpe.
Oh, this is not so long.
And this is me looking like a Sunday morning boy.
Wow. Oh my days.
You know. But
Sopinono.
I'm not that bad now. I mean, compared to some things we're going to see. Hey, NYSC days.
What? Is that you?
Yeah, I really liked her in school. And then we went to NYSC at Ekiti. Yeah.
Wow.
King of the hill.
Baggy jeans.
I was sexy. I was pulling the girls then.
Okay, this is not bad. This is not bad.
Thank you. No, this is Lasso actually. This was back in Lasso.
They say Abuja people, the only thing they know is hike.
I used to. Lover boy Mazino. Hey Wumi. Oh my God. My very first girlfriend, by the way.
Wow. Interesting. Wow.
This was Kainji Dam. No, Kainji National Park.
Are you serious?
And I brought that stick home. I think I still have that stick up until today.
Wow.
And this is at the Kainji Dam. And I had a thing for long sleeves, always. Even up until today, if you notice, I still wear long sleeves. I can't do without them.
There's a lot from your former life.
But I think I'm not too bad now. My pictures were
No, you're not bad at all.
The idea of throwback, is it to be bad or not to be bad? Because it's a different levels of throwback.
Mike is trying to
He's priming us up.
The ones I put are very good though. There are some that I did not see. I know that I don't see the tertiary. If I put those ones,
then you should have.
I can use it for online appeal. I can use it to open GoFundMe account.
I'm wondering who's next. Who's next?
If I use it, I'll open GoFundMe.
Who are we doing next?
That should be Titi now. Titi is next now. We've done Mazino. Titi should be next.
I want to know.
I think Tapa is next.
Titi is next. Let's do Titi.
Yeah, I'm giving my disclaimer.
Don't worry.
Let's do Titi. Let's do Titi. Titi is at home and she's watching. The whole family is watching.
I have it on good authority that Tokpa is next. I have not seen these, so I'm very excited.
Even they have not. Wow!
Whoa! No, now it's okay.
Oh,
It's
no.
not bad.
Yo,
It's not bad.
I'll have my revenge.
So when girls bend like this to one side, you know how they are bending.
Hey, babe. Not bad at all. This is a cool hotel, I'm sure.
It's not 10 years old.
This is like last year
You
now.
put 10 years ago, I was not born.
Okay.
Hey,
Nice.
No, this one is fine.
It's
now.
so
This is
cute.
bad. You don't have bad pictures at all now.
I'm a baby girl. Oh, my days, you guys didn't do that.
When was this?
In church.
Church girl.
Yes.
They did not know.
This was in university. I used to lead worship in school.
Wow.
Yes.
And you turned out like this.
Wow. I can't believe you guys. Yes. This was during my beauty pageant days.
Oh, not bad. Did you win the pageant?
I
that
came
one?
third.
Did you win it?
I came
Not bad.
Third. Okay.
Yeah, I represented Nigeria. Miss University Africa. So I won Miss University Nigeria.
That
Came
one?
Third.
Did you win it?
I came
Not bad.
Third. Okay.
Yeah, I represented Nigeria. Miss University Africa. So I won Miss University Nigeria.
Oh.
Then I represented Nigeria at Miss University Africa. That's like
Wow.
52, the whole of all the countries in
Where
Africa.
did it happen?
It happened in Nigeria.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
nice.
I came third.
So the only, so it's only MM that did not win beauty pageant.
Mary won one?
Mary won one.
I know
Mary
Titi.
and them.
I know Titi won one.
Titi did as well.
Did she win it?
She
No,
did
she came
think-
fifth or something.
no, Mike.
Oh,
Be generous.
MBGN.
Yeah, she came fifth.
Really?
She
Yeah.
contested MBGN.
She came fifth.
Titi.
Miss Lagos,
Yeah, Titi.
yes.
Our Titi.
No, Titi was in this.
Don't worry.
But is she the one was seen next?
Who are we saying next?
All right.
Yo, you see, mine wasn't so
It
bad.
was Miss
Yeah, so
Lagos.
that's
It was
me,
Miss
that's me.
Lagos.
That's me, guys. Don't worry.
It was Miss Lagos.
I
Titi
take it
won
back. It's not my
That's
former
you.
life.
Yeah,
Yes.
Who's next?
That's
Let's
me.
show us. Show us who's next.
All right,
Let's
so-
just show us.
Please, let's show
Let's show us.
MM.
Let's
MM
do
will be
this.
sweet in my belly.
I can't wait. I want to see.
MM's
I hope it's
former
Mike.
life.
I want it to be Mike. You
I
guys.
know that. Let's do the people that are not here.
Or maybe they are saving the worst for the last.
Let's do the people that are not here.
Hey!
Wow.
Auntie Titi.
Will she
That's Titi in the
assure me?
middle. Okay, that's not bad. She's in the middle.
Yeah.
Titi, I met Titi many years ago. She's a babe. She's always a babe. I mean,
She looks like she's 10.
Like she looks like 7 here.
yeah, 10. You don't know. I might have teared. Oh, there she is with the
Yeah.
pageant. That's nice, Miss
her.
Lagos.
Wow.
So she was Lagos at MBGN, and that's where she
Yes.
Munachi also contested in this
Oh,
one. and all
okay.
of that.
That's where Muna won, yeah?
Okay.
Was it? Yes, Muna won.
Focus on Titi. Who's talking about Muna here?
Wow.
Ironing board. It's only me and Titi that know that joke.
Ooh.
India!
This picture.
India!
Sweet
Sweet India.
These pictures were curated. They were curated.
They were planned, right?
They were planned.
So that's what I'm saying.
All
If you
the
want to
gritty
really get a
ones.
real throwback, I want to have fun. You don't get the person to pick it. You get somebody else to pick
I mean, shout out to those who picked mine. I love you guys. Thank you.
Okay, so
Hey, that Mary.
hey,
Boss man. This is boss woman man.
just to beat somebody for
I
the
swear,
pictures there.
tomboy.
this is
Auntie
SU,
Mary.
Students Union.
Mary,
picture.
Mary, Sister Mary.
Sister Mary.
And the name just goes perfectly, Sister Mary.
As in, I swear to
But
God.
Mary has a very natural beauty about her
swear
that
to
you
God.
cannot deny. On or off makeup, she just looks stunningly outstanding. I can't help it.
Oh, God.
Why, no?
As in,
No,
but
it's not whining.
seriously,
He's
look at that jawline.
Where Mary is.
Look at Mary's jawline.
O'Shea,
Mary
Mazina
has-
of go where Mary is.
No, Mary has a very beautiful face. The features of her face is just like that.
shout out, the king is here.
My eyes are burning.
Swagged up. What the hell?
this?
What? What are you saying now? I don't see that.
I want to say, what is that earring?
Eh?
Oh,
Wait, I see. Let's close the show. See killer. See that specs. Oh.
This 200 naira spec.
wow.
They used to sell that spec in
Let's see that spec.
I
Get that machine.
can't.
Let's see that spec.
That I know that spec. They were different colors. There was blue.
You know that spec was
Were you
mad.
pointing to the moon?
Mike,
Where were you pointing
We
to?
used to buy them.
Mike,
What kind of pose is this?
Mike, nah, I can't even believe we're friends.
people saw the best too.
Hey, silence, please. This is MM.
I can't believe I said, who is that?
Did I post it?
It made me black like this one.
MM's legs.
No, MM had legs for days.
You're such a, you're a scammer.
See legs.
You're a scammer. Tell her the truth.
See legs. Wait, you should say, see. She had 2 knees.
Model.
2 sets of knees.
See the angling of the leg.
Madam MM.
People are laughing. He's there.
Oh, I got nothing on
Aisha is not old. Aisha is not old. Yeah.
This should not be part of throwback, though.
Oh boy.
Girl, no.
I think.
Do you know anything about throwbacks? There's a particular throwback that if I put it here, you insult me how I am now. There's some throwbacks that you'll be like, you tried. I have the throwbacks are in different ways, but hey,
Why are you defending your throwback?
You are supposed to tell us what that means.
Throwback.
Know what the specs are.
I don't get how he's saying would
As
tell
in,
him.
I did
I
not
don't want to
expect.
hear him for that one.
No. Like,
So, Emma wants to tell us about the progress she's made in the kitchen. Hello.
Yes, tell us
oh,
about
wow, guys. I mean, we're having a laugh here, obviously. And Chef Nix is just busy, getting things ready and making sure that breakfast is served in no time. So quickly, guys, we are making pasta in milk. And Chef Nix, of course, is here and he's doing magic to that as well. Guys, the second...
Oh yes. Guys, you're welcome back. Third lap of the show here. Good things are hard to find, so hey, if you found a good thing, hold on tight to.
Yes, you better hold on tight. Wake Up Nigeria is a good thing to wake up to from Monday to Friday. You can look forward to 2 hours, 45 minutes of some real good TV.
Yes, indeed. Now, we have only 45 minutes of that left now, so hey, we intend to make it very, very interesting for you. Every single moment is going to count.
Yes, and so you should with life. Now, make every moment count. It's a precious gift we've been given every single day that we see.
Yes, and as you can see from the pictures, some of us we have really been given a gift now. In the past, it wasn't so much. Anyhow, stay safe and stay responsible, please. It's still with us, coronavirus. So make sure that you're following all the protocols that have been put in place. Make sure you wear a mask, wash your hands, and keep a safe distance, okay?
Yes.
My name is Mazino Appeal.
And I am Tokwe Olowoniyo. Now, remember, you can stream the show live if you have to move around on tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect.
Now, our super duper app is still available for download on both Android and iOS store. It allows you to watch it from anywhere in the world, so please make sure that you have that on your phone and you carry us along with you. Would love for that.
Yes, now for more exciting videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, TVC Entertainment. You can catch up on your favorite episodes. You can binge watch the whole show if you missed the entire week.
And on Friday afternoons, kindly do remember now that on IG Live we have Wake Up Extra, where we bring you a guest that you really want to interact with, and we get to also share your interactions with that guest live.
Yes, now guess what, people? We have a chef who is his first time. Shout out to Chef Nix!
Yeah. Like he's made for TV, this one.
Yes,
quite
he's been
frankly.
giving us some good energy.
Yeah, true.
He has. Hey,
Chef
Chef
Nix.
Nix. Say hello now.
Hi.
Hello.
My hands are a little busy now.
Yes, so now for other things still to come, TVC Communications Commercial Director Ronan Redmond will also be up shortly to discuss sales in the media. You definitely want to stick around for this one.
It's on to Abdul Razak Babalola, who has been making waves in photography, and we're quite excited to connect with him here on the show on Wake Up Nigeria. Alrighty.
So, what are your plans for this weekend?
The weekend is not yet here now. Why are you in a hurry?
Like tomorrow is when it starts now.
Weekend starts on Friday.
Tomorrow is when it starts now.
Thank God it's
So,
Friday.
there's this something I saw, and it was a call from most of the people in the movie industry for cinemas to be open.
Yes.
Now, a number of churches are now open with guidelines. Almost everything is open, and cinemas have been one segment or one sector of the industry of entertainment that has been really hit. I mean, because they're still paying rent.
Yeah.
Forever they are.
True. Yeah.
And then they are not making money, so it's been really a problem around the world. Although in some parts of the world, production has begun, some cinemas in some parts of the world. And we're saying that even in cinemas, it's quite easy to maintain social distance.
Yes, it is.
The seats are fixed, so you say, okay, maybe in between one or two seats, nobody should
Make sure that you're not selling a roll.
Exactly, just all of that. So I think personally, I would want to be a part of that call and say, yes, cinemas should be open. And of course, I know that they will follow the guidelines.
I mean, as an actor, I
I
really
know
hope
that.
with
Yeah, movie
because we do
producers
have,
are really.
Yeah, we have contents that are coming up, and we cannot give it out if we do not have the cinemas open and if all the social guidelines can be followed. We definitely want it out. I mean, I was passing through the mall yesterday and I'm just like, yo, relaxation spot.
Like every other
Don't
place is
take
open.
it from me.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know? And considering that a number of movies are now moving to, streaming, I mean, Wonder Woman should have been out, Mulan should have been out, but they had to keep moving because these are multi-million-dollar projects. I don't know, hundreds of millions. And so streaming services, you know that people will pirate it. They're not going to make, Mulan is charging $30. For your subscription for Disney Plus is about $7 a month. So at the most, you're saying $37. One person buys it, 20 people watch it.
It.
And
understand?
the
So
feeling is
how are they going to make, I mean, when you spend,
But, you know,
200 million?
I think I understand the concern of the authorities.
Okay.
It's one thing to say we're going to open the cinemas. It's another thing to actually have people adhere to it. Let's face it, there are some certain places where there is no adherence. We will be people. People will be people. And I've seen instances where I can imagine, even myself, I cringe when I go to the store sometimes and then somebody's just standing right behind you and I turn to tell them, hey, guy, you have to understand. And they're like, hey, what's in they do you now? So people don't really take it seriously.
If they have not opened the cinemas, have you been to the market?
So there is that.
Do you understand? So it's more like...
The marketplace is even worse because...
There's nothing. It doesn't exist.
And the face mask, really, what do they talk?
I feel like Corona...
Please, everyone is going about their normal business. Like, go to your own.
Please make sure you guys are adhering to the protocol.
Social
Social distancing is very important, please. I know people who have actually fallen ill, and it's not a pleasant thing. Hey, adhere. All right, let's do the news now. Ibrahim is very socially distanced away from us, and he is ready for the news.
Well, I'm sure I'm not very, very socially distant from the kitchen. All right, we'll talk about the war on terror as it continues, where communities are being attacked. A stray bullet from bandits suspected to be Boko Haram members has killed a woman in Negumeri local government area of Borno State. The terrorists invaded the local government area, raising the only functioning telecommunications mast in the council and set a general hospital, which was recently equipped by Borno State government ablaze. Despite attempts by the military to dislodge terrorists in the state, they still succeeded in infiltrating the council headquarters. Eyewitnesses say the insurgents stormed the town and destroyed public facilities. The Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, has ordered the rearrest of a suspected serial killer, Sunday Shodipe, who escaped from the custody of the Oyo State Police Command. Condemning the unfortunate escape of the suspect, IGP Adamu asked the Commissioner of Police in Oyo State to intensify efforts and ensure his prompt rearrest. The force public relations officer, Frank Mba, disclosed this in a statement on Wednesday. According to him, the police commissioner has also directed to speed up investigations into the circumstances that led to the escape of the suspect. DCP Mba explained that the IGP has deployed additional investigative aids to Oyo to complement the efforts of the State Police Command in the ongoing manhunt. An air task force of Operation Lafia Dole has killed 20 leaders of the Islamic State of West African province and destroyed some logistics base in Baka Meram, Borno State. According to a statement by the Coordinator of Defense Media Operations, Major General John Eneche, the attack of at Dole was carried out after intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance missions showed a build-up of activities in the area. Baka Meram is a major ISWAP logistics hub linking other island settlements of the Lake Chad, which also houses several of their fighters and some of their key leaders. No fewer than 20 terrorists were spotted in the area and were killed by the NAF attack aircraft. A secondary school student that just resumed for the exit classes in Kwara State has tested positive for COVID-19. The 16-year-old student is now writing a West African Senior School Certificate examination at the Isolation Center in Ilorin, the state capital. She was discovered through contact tracing after one of her family members tested positive for the virus. A WAEC official is supervising her at the isolation center. According to the team lead of the state response team, Kudirat Lambe Oladeji, the student is asymptomatic. I will go to talking about coronavirus. The Nigeria High Commission in Ottawa, Canada, has shut down its activities indefinitely. This was contained in a statement posted on the High Commission's website. It said the development followed the abuse of a system it put in place to attend to a limited number of persons due to COVID-19 protocol. The Commission frowned at activities of some citizens who for some reason chose to abuse the system by showing up at the Chancery without an appointment and insisted on being attended to, even on days when the Commission was not open to the public. The High Commission says it would be considering ways to make the premises more secure and less susceptible to unruly behavior and violent mob actions. And the Nigeria's cases of COVID-19 have crossed the 50,000 mark. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control reported 593 new infections overnight, taking the country's total number of cases to 50,488. Plateau State recorded the highest number of new cases with 186, followed by Lagos with 172 new cases. Other states with high numbers include Abuja with 62 cases and Oyo 27. So far, 37,304 people have been discharged, while 985 people have died from COVID-19 related complications. Outside Nigeria, California Senator Kamala Harris made history on Wednesday night as the first black and South Asian woman to accept a major party's vice presidential nomination. She introduced herself as a daughter of Indian and Jamaican immigrants who would strive to restore the principles of inclusivity. She said herself and Joe Biden share a vision of the U.S. as a beloved community where all are welcome, no matter what they look like or where they come from. Former U.S. President Barack Obama launched a fierce attack on the Republican successor, Donald Trump. Mr. Obama said Donald Trump hasn't grown into the job because he can't. He said Trump has shown no interest in putting in the work and no interest in finding common ground. He encouraged voters to elect his former Vice President Joe Biden come November, praising him as my friend and a brother. And that's it on the news for today on Wake Up Nigeria.
Back here with me now is the Commercial Director for TVC Communications, Redmond Ronan, who has decades of experience in sales and certainly knows what he is talking about. Now, today's focus is sales in the media, which is the business that we're in today. You're welcome, Ronan.
Thank you very much, Maz. Good to be here.
Pleasure to have you again.
Good.
We had so much fun last week about the auto sales in Nigeria.
That's right.
Yeah. So don't be distracted by what's going on in the kitchen. I know we can smell all of that goodness coming our way.
I wish I had my breakfast before I came in. I wouldn't be so tempted by the great work Chef is doing.
It's all good. Now let's talk about trying to sell the media.
Yeah.
It's a big deal, and of course this is what you have decades of experience in.
Yeah.
It's not exactly easy to sell media, is it? But there are special skills that one must have. But let's have you tell us about that.
Yeah, very, very simply, media companies like TVC Communications, our revenue is made from selling advertising. We've TV and we've radio, so we sell ads on TV and radio, but newspapers, you see page ads there. Online, you see ads, and when you're driving, you see ads on poster sites. So that's all advertising and advertising sales. So the job of a media salesperson is to go out and represent their media company to advertisers and say, look, we've got a lot of people either watching our TV or listening to our radio. You need to advertise with us if you want to sell more of your product. So that's it in essence. It's selling airtime on TV and radio or in newspapers, etc.
Okay, so what's required by anyone who wants to get into this kind of a job?
Yeah, we touched on it last week, Maz, about auto. What was required by auto was a passion. I think if you want to work in media, probably no different to yourself wanting to be a presenter, you've got to have a passion for it. So you'll find that people who work in media sales like media. Outside, they probably watch television at home, they listen to radio, or they read newspapers. They've got a general interest in media. So first and foremost, you need to have an interest and a passion for media to be able to sell media, because you're going to really need to understand how your channels work if you're going to go to an advertiser and tell them what the strengths of your channels are and why advertisers should be spending money with you to advertise. So an interest and a passion for media is important.
Okay. Just to let you know at home that we have a couple of slides that we're going to be showing, so you can follow through as we're discussing with these slides to aid you on the topic here today. So now there's one thing to know the media, also have a passion for the media, but what about the audience as well, the people who would be consuming these visuals or these material that will go on radios or on television?
Yeah, you'll find in our industry, in the media industry, there's a lot of research companies out there, and the role of those research companies is to figure out how many people are watching Wake Up Nigeria every day. then it's the role of the salesperson to take that research. So for instance, if we look at Wake Up Nigeria, which is all about targeting families, housekeepers with kids. My job is, because we've got 1 million viewers every day, my job is to go out to companies like Indomie and Coca-Cola, etc., and say, look, there's 1 million people watching Wake Up Nigeria every day. If you want to sell more Coke, if you want to sell more Indomie noodles to that 1 million people, you've got to be putting your ads onto our channel. So I really need to understand the fantastic work that Maz is doing and all the other presenters and the chef. The reason we're doing all of this work is to attract a bigger audience. And as you're attracting a fantastic audience to this program, I then, with the sales team, take that audience and we go to the likes of Coke, Indomie, Airtel, etc., and we try and get them to advertise on our show, and that's how we make money.
So basically, I'm the product you're trying to sell to the big spenders.
Exactly.
Okay.
That is exactly it. And I rely on you and the team here to be as entertaining as you are every day, to keep our viewers engaged. And it's that engagement then that I go out on from the business point of view and sell that engagement to advertisers.
Okay. So what skills do I need to be in this business?
Yeah, well, we've spoken about passion, but really it comes back to everything we've spoken about in terms of sales. Sales is about, you do all your work here, talking to your 1 million people, then I get in the car and I go around Lagos.
It's a very luxurious car, by the way.
Yeah, and I with the sales team, we knock on the doors. So communication skills, empathy, the ability to get on with people, the ability to be able to know what's going on around us. So when I'm driving to meetings, I'm also looking at the billboards to see who's advertising, and I'm making a note then that I'll go to those companies and say, listen, you need to consider advertising on Wake Up Nigeria. So coming back to sales, communication skills, listening skills, the ability to be able to listen, figure out what the client is looking for, and then to be able to come back once you've understand what the client is looking for with the right proposal to fit the client's needs. It's the same as for selling houses, selling cars, it's the same for selling advertising.
So let's say a layman who wants to get started, how do they get started exactly?
Yeah, there are a number of ways of getting started. I mean, and each is different. My own background is I have a master's in economics. That's not the way you have to get started. I just took an odd route to get into advertising sales. You'll find a lot of people, though, it comes back to the passion. So they'll possibly go on and study marketing and advertising. It's important you understand advertising and marketing, because that's the business we're in. So you'll find a lot of people come out of school and they might go into a media college. Alternatively, there are individuals, and this works for every category of selling. There's individuals who have a real passion and they know that's what I want to get into. And there's a lot of people knock on my door and say, look, I love Wake Up Nigeria, I love TVC Communications, I want to get a job in sales. So if you have identified that you have a passion for it, there's a company you'd like to work for, there's nothing to stop you knocking on the door and asking for a job.
Do certain personalities do it better than others?
Yeah, they absolutely do, because it's one thing in sales, it's one thing knocking on my door and saying, I'd like a job. And I say, yeah, well, lots of other people would like a job. But if somebody knocks on my door and says, look, I believe I have the ability to be a salesperson. I know your programs. I know the kind of people who advertise in your programs. I think I can go and attract those advertisers. And in fact, I think I can bring you more money.
Do I need a certain charm to be able to market stuff?
Yeah, charm is one thing. But absolutely, we need to be able to get on with people. But you need to have you need to have a rational understanding of, if somebody's selling cars or somebody's selling houses, that they're trying to attract a certain audience, and you need to be able to match both of those. And you know, after sales service is very important. There's one thing we spoke about it last week, a quick sale. We're not interested in quick sales. We're interested in selling and getting people back, etc.
Relationship.
And people will only come back to you exactly when you've built a relationship with them. So that's more, the medium to long term is as important as a quick sale now.
So how much do I look to get if I'm in the field?
It can be sales is a very rewarding business. It's hard. You said at the outset it's hard. Of course, what's hard about it, you have to knock on a lot of doors before maybe a couple of them open. When they open, it can be quite rewarding. But what tends to happen in sales in media is you get paid a basic salary and then you get a commission on the sales you make. And oftentimes that commission is paid on a monthly or quarterly or annual basis. So you'll find the really good sales people do earn good salaries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
so you're going to change, Maz? You're going to come into sales
I'm
now,
coming
are you?
right to the office after this one because I think I should be able to push some media.
You've definitely got the personality for it. There's no doubt about it.
So that's what I always tell people. Different functions, different personalities. It's something that I've always thought. I think that to be a salesperson, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you first of all have to be able to bring in that person.
Yep.
Once you walk into the door.
Yep.
It could be a physical thing,
Yep.
or it could be in the certain way that you speak or relate to the potential buyer.
Absolutely.
And you know that works with your knowledge of.
It does.
The field as
well.
It does,
and the knowledge in many ways is secondary. It's exactly as you said it, and that's the whole purpose of why we're doing what we're doing. We want to debunk a lot of the misconceptions out there, and a lot of people think selling is a science. And what we're trying to say to people is, no, you sell every day. You interact with people every day, whether you're going into the shop to buy something, whether you're putting fuel in your car, you're haggling, etc. That is selling. We do it every single day. But a lot of people then, when they say, oh, I'd never get a job in sales because I wouldn't be able for it. We say, well, you do it every day. So we're just trying to debunk that notion. But it comes back to everything you said. Integrity is also a very important element of selling. Okay. Because if I'm buying a car from you or buying a house, I'm potentially giving you a lot of my money.
Yes.
I want to be sure that you've got my best interest. You're going to sell me the car that's most appropriate, that you're going to sell me the house that's most appropriate. And in terms of media sales, what somebody that I'm dealing with has to realize when I'm talking about Wake Up Nigeria and the audience of 1 million people, they want to know if they advertise on Wake Up Nigeria, are they going to sell more products? You know, it's one thing, but are they going to sell more? So integrity. And integrity is important because if you don't have integrity, you'll only sell once. If you have integrity, that person will keep coming back and buying from you again and again.
I've got 2 extra questions.
Sure.
The first one is when we talk about this return relationship,
yes.
Can I, at the risk of selling something below its cost price?
Yes.
Can I get a relationship in exchange?
Absolutely.
Like for instance, if it costs 100 naira,
Yep.
can I say, this time I'll do it at a loss. I'll sell it to you for 50 naira.
Yep.
What are the risks?
Yeah. Maz, I need you in sales.
You
are asking
everybody else, I'm done here, I'm going to sales.
You are asking all the... Well, listen, you finish here at 9 o'clock. You've got a full day ahead of you. You can come over and sell for the rest of the day. There's no problems. Absolutely. You know, everybody, especially in the world we live in today, where we all have to mind our money. Everyone's looking for value. Okay. Everyone's looking for discounts, etc. And as a salesperson, you do exactly that. You have to offer value. You have to offer discounts because ultimately you want to build long-term relationships with customers because in the long run, you'll earn more money out of somebody who keeps coming back to you.
So we have, let's talk about advertising now, and I mean adverts themselves. How do they push the product? And how they work generally. I think we have a couple of samples, but first, give us a little...
Well, the adverts are the reason I work in advertising, because I love the whole creative side of it. I absolutely love working at TVC Communications because I get to come on a set like this and see how it all happens. It really is a very, very exciting business to work in. But one of the most exciting elements of working on television is you get to see great commercials. Companies like Coca-Cola make fantastic commercials. The car companies, they're like movies in their own right.
Literally beautiful.
But isn't that amazing? I mean, that is like a movie in itself. And when you get the opportunity to work in media and speak to Coca-Cola and sell to Coca-Cola, it is a very exciting. It can be a very exciting.
So as a marketer, how much influence do I have on my client to helping them design such beautiful ads? Do I have a say at all?
Well, absolutely. We more and more, and it's happening more and more. We spend a lot of time clients come in here now and they meet people like yourself, because people like you are the program makers in here. So if Coca-Cola or Indomie want to advertise on Wake Up Nigeria, they want to talk to you. They want to get an understanding of the audience and what works with the audience, and then they'll tailor their creative work based on what you're saying and your knowledge. Their creative work based on what you're saying and your knowledge of the audience. So you'll find now there's a lot more closeness between advertisers and media companies, because advertisers are looking to get more and more of their content integrated into great shows like this.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, this is very, very interesting. It's unfortunate that we have run out of time.
No, we'll have breakfast now.
Well, we are going to do that, but I'm not going to be having breakfast with them, see, because I'm coming with you to your office. I'm
Brilliant,
done
you
here.
are. You've got some money to earn.
Exactly. Well, thank you very much for being with us again here today. We look forward to having you next Thursday.
Sure.
And of course, hey, do join us again then, but do stay tuned. Breakfast is served in just about a bit.
Welcome back, people. Yes, Razak Babalola is a graduate of Baptist Bowen College and a photographer.
His early expose to the business and art of cinematography sparked his interest in the arts.
Now, and over the years, he has gradually taught himself to express himself through what he calls redefining crazitivity. Okay.
Crazitivity. He's known for the Perlix definition. Welcome, Perlix. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Good
I'm doing
morning.
fine. I'm doing great.
So tell us about
Thanks for having me.
crazitivity.
Creativity.
Yes.
Okay. The thing is, I love to make trash treasures, and what sounds or looks like trash to you looks like treasure to me. Things you have abandoned. And over the years, I have taught myself to explicitly teach myself how to make use of trash as treasures. So I do things out of normal, things you don't expect to see on a normal day. Things you think, okay, this is rubbish. Okay, that is what I use as treasures.
Oh,
Okay. I've seen your work. It's amazing, by the way. I just need to, it is mind-blowing. For every art that you put together, what inspires it?
First, life.
Life.
Itself.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
I am surrounded by a lot of things. For example, where I grew up, there are a lot of things happening. There are a lot of stuff to talk about. And if it's a client or an art that brings a job to me, I look deep into the art, a story that the art have never told before, a part that people have never seen. So those are the parts that I love to show people.
Okay.
all right, we've seen the kind of work that goes into some of your photography. And there's even one where you almost set someone on fire. So tell me about the chaos that goes on behind the scenes to create this work of art.
They are very, very, very crazy and very, very risky. So I would not advise anybody to try it at home unless you have the perfect precautions from ground. Most times, okay, it's just because I'm working with the perfect models. My models, they trust me a lot. So that is just what happens.
Okay.
That's just basically
Wow.
very, very risky.
Interesting.
So how do you deal with creativity block? Like, do you always have, does your ideas always come seamlessly? Or are there some times where you just feel like there's a blockage, like you're not able to create something that you really want to create?
Yeah, it happens. Most times when I get this artist block, you might just see me almost looking like a madman. There's a friend of mine by my street. I just call you, what's up? Are you happy? So we just take a stroll. And I don't like, we go to the rough places. That's where I get my inspiration from. We go to the ghetto, we go to the street. So I just take a stroll out. And I play there. I get my inspiration from playing too. So when I play a lot, I get my inspiration from there.
All right, let's talk about some of the people that you have worked with, like Naira Marley. How was that experience?
Actually, it was I did an assistant director for Director K. It was a video shoot, so I was an assistant director.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's basically what I did.
Now, your career path. Now, how is it for an individual who is watching and is considering, you know what, I want to go into photography, I have all the skills, and I'm creative. How is it financially? What's the sustainability for an individual? I mean, is it a career you would advise someone to quit a 9-to-5 to chase, or is this one you would advise them to manage both until a certain level?
Okay, you see, the thing is, a lot of people have asked me like, okay, almost this same question. And what I tell them is, why do you want to do photography? Why do you want to do this? You must have a reason, you must have a goal, you must have a aim. Okay, why do you want to do this? Is it because of the money? Is it because you want to tell a story? Because the drive that push the person who is in for the money will be different from the one who is doing it with passion. So that is the question I ask. So, and everybody have a different life. We have our different goals. So you know what you are in for. Okay, if you are in for the money, you act like you are in for the money. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's just it basically, yeah. So you must know why you want to do photography. Because a lot of people just think photography is just all about clicks. But to me, photography is life. Photography is a means of communication. Like I am now, I'm not good with words. So I chose photography. Photography passed my message. I passed my message through photography. So that is what I wanted to do with photography. So that's why I chose photography.
So are you still passionate about it, or you're still making money from it now?
It's showing now. You've seen my work, so definitely you know if there's no passion in it, you'll know.
Yeah.
Now, for every career, there's always a time where you're building and people haven't seen you. So would you like to share with us those periods or those days when you knew you had so much to offer, but the jobs weren't coming and the opportunity wasn't coming? Would you like to tell us, just share with us an experience?
Challenging moments, yeah.
I've had a lot of challenging moments, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I've had a lot of challenging moments. Like I am now. Okay, there was a time I wanted to put up an exhibition last year, and I titled it Underrated. And most people were asking me why I titled it Underrated. And it's simply because all my life, okay, the kind of photography that I do, it's rare, very rare, and it's crazy. So it is hard for people to believe in me. So most people, I have someone when I was growing up who was telling me, yo, why don't you go into this old beauty photography? Why do this? Everybody's busy. This is where you make your money from. But I knew what I wanted. You understand? I knew what I wanted. So that is why I just keep pushing it for it.
All right,
fine. It's very, very, very hard to be a creative in Nigeria. Very, very, very hard.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Before we go quickly, you've gotten a lot of international, global acclaim with your work. How does that feel?
How does that feel? This is a ghetto dream come true. As a ghetto boy, no support, no hopes. So seeing myself on international TV, getting international recognition, it's a hope for my people in the ghetto, you understand? So it's a dream come true.
You must feel like an inspiration indeed. Thank you so much for sharing your story and your journey with us. It's been amazing having you.
Have a fantastic day.
Thank you very much.
All righty.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, this just goes to say that your dreams
are valid.
Yes.
I mean,
no matter where it is you are.
Don't give up on them, don't give up on them. Even if nobody may believe in them at the time, just keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Just like I'm pushing for my kitchen dreams right now. Can we go? I'm sure you took me seriously. When I was like, I'm pushing.
Chef said something quite interesting.
What?
He said his dad still doesn't believe in him.
Am I gonna sit down again? No, Mike, I think you should come sit down this time.
No, don't worry. You can sit down more than once. He said, the chef,
Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, it's just still difficult and we have to pull through.
Are you the only son?
No, I'm the fourth of
You're the
five.
fourth son or
Yes,
fourth child?
Fourth son.
What would
Or let
you-
me say, yes, the third son, and there's a fourth. We are a lady. That's my elder sister. And we have another brother, then I, and another
And we love your
brother.
food. I love your food. I love your energy. I love everything about you.
Fact about him, he actually does photography as well.
Oh, you
Yes.
do?
Yes,
You're multi-talented. You want to quickly run us through what you made here?
Wait. Before you run those over, she has usually full with the chef. So I came here, she had finished the suya, the tozo, and everything.
And this is,
I mean, why do I feel like we shouldn't allow you to taste this?
she's in my
That's why I
position.
told Mike to come and sit.
Mazino,
Mazino, you would know, please.
That is
we'll have a clear cut.
Exactly.
Clear cut.
Thank you.
Experience. Yes.
I can't be the only foodie on this
Okay,
set.
so please run us through how this was prepared for people like us that were not in the kitchen with you.
Yeah, actually, it's quite simple. And
Oh, okay.
The only thing to take your time is the prep work, chopping, dicing, mincing, and everything.
Okay.
And once you have everything ready, then just pick
Good
up.
to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have milk.
Yeah.
You have to like dilute the thickness of the evaporated milk with some water.
There's milk inside that thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is. And when frying, you let it reduce, so the water in it will evaporate a little.
Okay.
Then every other condiment you have in the sauce is going to soak a bit of the milk and the garlic. So it
I
gives
don't want to
you.
imagine what's
it
going
gives
through
you-
Mazino's mind right now.
As
Can you
in-
hurry up so that I can just...
You know what? Let's not give them all. That's why we have our YouTube channel for you to go subscribe
Right.
and binge watch on how our
Okay.
chef achieved this. Mazino, give
Ready
it
for
to
some
us.
chopped food?
Hot.
Oh, yes.
Your expressions have to do the work.
All right, I'm going to try.
Your expressions have to do the
Get
work.
some of
Like
the-
mine did yesterday.
Yesterday.
You guys had fun yesterday.
You guys are talking about yesterday.
Please.
You guys should have more days like that. One more day like that.
I can taste a bit of that milk that you
Milk,
talked
yeah?
about there.
Oh, great.
And very nice protein in there.
Yeah.
It is not ordinary.
Okay.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Okay.
You can feel those herbs and spices,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah. Especially after like a very big, deep aftertaste.
Oh, nice.
That's beautiful, Chef Nick.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you
Nick.
so much, Chef Nix.
Yeah.
It's been an amazing time with you. Yo, it's his first time, and I think he was off for a great start.
Fantastic.
Yes, he was.
Yes.
He was.
Hit him up on social media.
My handle is at I_am_NIQS.
Okay, we're
That's
going to definitely
I am
put
Nix.
that out
am
on
Nix.
our page. Guess what, guys? Tomorrow is game day. Hey, we're going to be here same time, 6 a.m. to 8:45. You do not want to miss tomorrow's episode. We love you guys.
Have an amazing
Mwah.
day. Bye-bye.
Bye.